Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Just let me know that I'm completely audible and visible. For all of you who are worried that, ma'am, what will be the session duration? Let me tell you, let me break the good news with you that I'm not gonna take more than 40 minutes. So before 6 o'clock, we are going to finish it. But, do let me know whether I'm perfectly audible and visible, okay? So this session is going to be super duper confidence booster session, and this session is going to wake you up. Okay. All right. Systems mic you are saying. Okay, let me change the mic. So mic I have changed. Is it better? Mic better? Okay. All right, all right, all right. This time paper will be easy. Good morning, good morning. Keep joining, keep joining. We are going to start within a minute. Okay. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect. All right. Good morning, Harshad. Good morning, Akshat. Do not worry, everyone. Paper will be either easy or moderate. Scoring 70 marks will be easy for you. Last 10 marks you have to fight. Make sure that you are focusing on time management, okay? And make sure that you are reaching the venue on time, reaching the exam center on time, okay? All right. It is a venue only. What do you think? Venue only. There is an event. Mathematics exam is always going to be an event. Mathematics exam will be always remembered that we woke up at that time and that was the paper. Okay. All right. Let's start. Let's quickly start. But before I start, always live watching. Can you see? Live watching is peaking, but number of likes are not peaking, huh? Not fair, not fair, not fair. Okay. Do not get worried. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine, students. Okay. All right. Let's start. Let's start quickly. The very first chapter which we are going to revise is relations. This PDF will be shared in description, not in description, sorry. I don't have my team working in the morning, so not in description box, no, on the Telegram channel. So make sure that you're subscribing to the Telegram, okay? All right, clear? Let's start. So only the formula and basic concepts we are going to revise. Nothing very fancy, very basic, okay? So I hope the brightness is fine. I think the brightness is a little better now. Types of relation. Number one, you can see that reflexive relation. Okay. So suppose A is your set which is having 1, 2, 3. Okay. So a relation on set A will be reflexive when that relation contain 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, all three ordered pairs. Are you getting my point? So A should belong to your relation for all values of A belongs to our reflexive relation. Done and dusted. Then symmetric relation. If 1, 2 belonging to R, this implies 2, 1 belongs to R. So now can you see the proper definition? If X, Y belongs to R, Y, X belongs to R. Okay, then okay, this is not there in syllabus. Just ignore it. Transitive relation. It says 1, 2 and 2, 7 belongs to R. If 1, 2 and 2, 7 belongs to R, that means 1, 7 should also belongs to R. Okay, so if this is there, then 1, 7 should also belongs to R. So can you see A, B and B, C, if at all these two ordered pairs are belonging to R, A, C also belongs to R. Okay, all right, clear? Chalo. Now identity relation, again not very important. Then algebra of function. This is not we are going to revise. A relation is an equivalence relation if it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So this is something which is important. Now 1, function is also called as injective function, which is 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1. Okay. So you take two values from the domain a and a dash, equate the functions at these two values, f of a is equals to f dash a. You should get a is equals to a dash, then only the function is 1, 1. This is how you test for 1, 1, otherwise not. Okay, alright. Clear? How 1, 1 is symmetric? Ma'am, explain. 1, 1. Suppose A set is having 1, 1 is symmetric. Okay. 1, see. What happens is 1, 1. Do reverse of 1, 1. Do reverse. So, ma'am, 1, 1 reverse is 1, 1 only. Right? So, 1, 1 is sitting inside relation. Yes. So, it is satisfying the condition of symmetricity. So, this is injective. Okay. What is surjective? Onto function also known as surjective. Where range and codomain becomes equal, then only we call as what? Onto or surjective function. Okay. How does a function look like if it is not a 1, 1 function? How does? Okay. So, see, this is a many 1 function which is not 1, 1. Can you see many and 1? That means 2 or more input enjoy single output. Here into function means what is the range? Can anybody tell me? Ma'am, range of this function is 1, 2. Although domain is complete set B. So, can you see domain and range is mismatching. Okay, both are mismatching. That is why we can say that this is an into function. Okay, now relations and functions, only this much we need to revise. Do not worry, everything will be fine. Next, we have inverse trigonometric function. The very first thing which you all should remember, so this is the normal trigonometric function, right? Now you know when it comes to ITF, the domain and range of normal trigonometric function interchanges. So let us understand sine inverse and cos inverse. If I talk about domain, it is -1 to 1 both. Remembering domain is very easy because you can just club sine inverse, cos inverse together. Cosec and sec inverse is having domain which is all real value except open bracket -1 to 1. Okay. Then tan inverse and cot inverse. Correct? Tan inverse and cot inverse have domain all real values. But ma'am, what is the range? Because in question they usually talk about range. Rarely they talk about domain. Principal branch they talk about. Principal value branch. So see, sine inverse and cosec inverse and tan inverse, they belong to same category which is -π/2 to +π/2. So sine inverse is -π/2 to +π/2 close bracket. Cosec inverse is -π/2 to π/2 close bracket except 0. Tan inverse is -π/2 to π/2 open bracket. Sorry, this is open bracket. Okay, these three are from same category. Now cos inverse x, sec inverse x and cot inverse x are from 0 to pi category. Cos inverse x 0 to pi. Then we have what? Sec inverse x 0 to pi except pi/2. Then we have cot inverse x 0 to pi open bracket. Okay, alright, clear? Chalo, next question. There are some important differentiation formula that last minute you need revision. See, derivative of sin x is cos x, we all know. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. There is a co, there is a negative sign. Co means negative sign. Derivative of tan x is sec square x. Remember, these are basic formulas. Derivative of sec x is sec x tan x. Now understand, when you are remembering the derivative, now think about integration also. Integration of cos is sine. Integration of sine is minus cos. Integration of sec square is tan. Integration of sec x tan x is sec x. Okay. Then if I talk about inverse trigonometric function, remember derivative of sine inverse is 1 upon square root 1 minus x square. Derivative of cos inverse will be minus 1 upon square root 1 minus x square. Derivative of tan inverse will be 1 upon 1 plus x square. If somebody asks me what is derivative of cot inverse, okay, so whenever you will see co, there will be one negative sign. Okay, alright, clear? Perfect. Now this is derivative of a power x is a power x log a, and so on. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. I think these formulas are clear to you. These are the basic formulas. Now continuity and differentiability. Okay, you know when the function is continuous, right? If a value of function at x equals to a is equals to limit of that function, that means the function will be continuous. See, at x equals to 0, if you are claiming, if you are concluding that function is continuous, then f of a is equals to limit of that function. That means f of a will be equals to right hand limit is equals to left hand limit is equals to f of a. This is the proper definition of continuous function at x equals to a. Okay. Alright, then we are having okay. Only this much part is important. Then this is also important. Derivative of fx. Okay. Let me just tell you LHD at x equals to a. F of a plus h minus f of a upon h limit h tend to 0 plus. Right hand derivative f of a minus h minus f of a upon minus h limit h tend to 0 plus. If both left hand derivative and right hand derivative becomes equal, then only function is differentiable at x equals to a, and the value of derivative is equal to both LHD, RHD, because they are only equal. This is your differentiability, theorem on differentiability. Remember this formula. Okay, both limit are greater than 0. It's just that the minus sign will happen over here. Just replace h by minus h in LH. Sorry, this is RHD, na? This is LHD, huh? So in RHD, LHD, just replace h by minus h. Everything will be same. Okay, everything will be same. Okay, you guys are saying, ma'am, screen is not clear. Let me just remove the brightness. Is it better now? Then we are having product rule. Fx gx derivative is f dash g plus g dash f. Quotient rule will be, remember, gx whole square will be in denominator and gx will be kept constant, f dash minus fx kept constant, g dash x. Okay. Then we are having chain rule, if you can see over here. This is chain rule. F of g of x derivative will be f dash x, gx into g dash x. Okay, this is the chain rule formula. Then we are having indefinite integration, right? Now you know already indefinite integration, my dear students. So integration of fx is gx, right? So now derivative of gx will be fx. This is your what? Antiderivative. So integration of f is g, but derivative of g is f. So integration and derivative are opposite of each other. Okay. Then over here, properties of indefinite integration. So there is nothing much about properties of integration. Just one thing. Do not forget. Okay. So suppose sine 3x is there. Integration. Tell me. Minus cos 3x upon 3 plus c. Please do not forget this. Differentiating in the denominator. So many students forget it. Make sure that you are differentiating in the denominator. Then we have integration by parts formula. Integration of uv. Suppose two functions are given to you. Integration of two functions, right? So just take first function and second function using Eilert rule and apply this formula. Eilert rule says that the first priority will be given to inverse trigonometric function. Second will be logarithmic. Third algebraic. Trigonometric, and then last priority, the second function will always be exponential function. Okay, so this is first function constant, integration of second function minus derivative of first, integration of second, whole integration. Okay, all right, clear? So this property is from top to bottom. That means first priority will be for inverse. Now a couple of integration formula sheet will be shared to you, which you all should see and go. Before going, just see this formula. So I will highlight some formula. See, start from here. Only those formula which you are tending towards forgetting, okay? Right? So sin x derivative is minus cos x derivative is sin x. Then can you see, integrations. Integration of sin x is minus cos x. Integration of cos x is sin x. Then sec square integration is tan x. Cosec square, whenever there is there is a negative sign. Then integration sec x tan x is sec x. Okay, integration of tan x is log x sec x. Integration cot, remember we used it, log sin x mod. Then integration of sec x log mod sec x plus tan x. Integration of, okay, we'll talk about it in the next slide. Yes. Now some more important integration. 1 upon x square plus a square. Remember there is always 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Okay. But when it comes to sin inverse, can you see 21 and 24 formula? Very popular formula. Dx upon square root a square minus x square is, there is no 1 by a. No 1 by a. Okay. There is no 1 by a in sin inverse formula. 1 by a will be in tan inverse formula. Okay. So remember 21, 24. Otherwise students will write 1 by a sin inverse x by, wrong. Then see, these two formulas are one and same thing only. Just remember one formula out of both, then also it's fine. 1 upon x square minus a square is 1 by a log 1 by 2a log mod x minus a upon x plus a. Very important formula. Then see, these two are baby formulas. Baby formulas when the square root is in denominator plus sign minus sign. Okay. So log of mod of x plus copy paste, log of mod of x plus copy paste. Remember, copy paste means the same thing will be over here. Okay. Alright. Clear? Now, substitution, some important substitution. Suppose you are forgetting something, anything. So in these formulas also, if you see square root a square minus x square, put x equals to sin theta. If you see square root a square plus x square, a is equals to tan theta. If you see x square minus a square, x equals to a sec theta. See, a sin theta if you put, then formula will get created, right? So that is why only a sin theta will work in first. So you can hit and trial also. If you put tan theta in the first, it will not work. Okay, alright. And. So these are the important ones. Okay. Then you have partial fraction, my dear students. Okay. So suppose there are two linear functions in the denominator. Okay. Then you have to write a upon x minus a plus b upon x minus b. Then the second one. Can you see if there is a repeated root x minus a square? So there will be two terms. There will be two terms, x minus a square. Okay, one is x minus a, other is x minus a square. Correct? If there are three terms, can you see three terms? Three factors, three terms. Then see, now this is a combination of a repeated root and a linear factor. So it will be x minus b term will be here. Can you see? X minus a square will have two terms. One is x minus a whole square. Okay, so this is all four are important. So make sure that you are remembering it. Then we are having properties of definite integration. Properties of definite integration, my dear students. Properties of definite integration. Okay, so first property is change of variable. Change of variable, which says that in case of definite integration, x can anytime get replaced with t. Okay, or at any time it can be replaced with y. Then we are having property number 2, interchanging the property. Interchanging limits. Okay, so suppose you need to interchange a and b. A and b if you want to interchange. Okay, so minus sign will be there. Here breaking property, breaking. Okay, breaking property is very easy. It says that suppose a function is being integrated from 1 to 3, what you can do is, if the function is changing its definition at x equals to 2, then 1 to 2 plus 2 to 3. 1 to 2 plus 2 to 3. If the function is breaking at x equals to 2 or changing its definition at x equals to 2, just break at 2, na? 1 to 2, then 2 to 3. So this is how it is. Can you see? A to b, if you want to integrate any function, you just find a number between a and b, that is c. C. Can you see? C is lying between a and b. So it is a to c and c to b. Done, done, done. Then this is King's property. King's property, one is master property, like the first one. F of x, a to b. Okay, a to b f of x is equals to integral of a to b f of a plus b minus x. Now if your upper limit is a and lower limit is 0, then the same thing will become this. Okay, so just understand x is getting replaced by a plus b minus x, that's it. Okay, and you know how to apply King's property and when to apply King's property, how to apply King's property. Thank you beta Harshad, thank you so much. Happy Women's Day to all of you and your mothers and your sisters and your friends also. Okay, and to you also. Okay, thank you so much. Then we are having this. Can you see? So King's property, how do we apply? Apply King's property and add. So this is the way of applying King's property, otherwise just learning it will not help. Okay, then this is like nothing. Yeah, so I think these properties are very important. Okay, so first 4 properties are important. You can just skip the last. Also, sorry, how can I forget? Odd even property. Odd even property is also important. Okay, so integration of minus a to a fx dx will be equals to 0 if the function is odd, will be equals to twice 0 to a fx if the function is even. How do you know when a function is even or not? So ma'am, f of minus x is equals to f of x. That means the function is even. F of minus x becomes minus f of x. Function becomes odd. Example, see even function y is equals to x square. So even if you change x by minus x, the function will remain same. Y is equals to x cube. Now if you change x by minus x, the function will become negative. So this is odd function. This is even function. Okay. Alright. Then now matrices and determinants. Matrices and determinants. Okay. Matrices and determinant. So matrices is a matrix is a arrangement of elements of m cross n order. Correct? Now two matrices are equal when their order is equal and their corresponding elements should be equal. Okay? Alright. Then what is important? Okay, matrix multiplication. Understand, a matrix multiplication is allowed, is possible when number of row of first matrix should be equal to number of column of second matrix. Sorry, what did I say? Let me repeat. Number of column of first matrix should be equal to number of row of second matrix. I should have said that, okay? So number of column of first matrix should be equals to number of row of second matrix. Then the match is allowed. The right swipe is done. Otherwise left swipe not allowed. No need to multiply. But ma'am, what will be the final order of resultant matrix? Final order of resultant matrix will be number of rows of first matrix multiply number of column of second matrix. So M cross P. Can you see this? So this is how it is. Now some properties of transpose. A transpose is A. If a constant is stuck inside a transport, you can just take it out without anything. So K will come out just like that. No changes will happen. A plus B whole transpose is A transpose plus B transpose. And this is very important, reversal law. AB whole transpose is B transpose A transpose. Okay, alright. Property 4 you guys are saying. Property 4, yes. See, property 4 mein x will be replaced by A plus B minus x. That's it. You have to just remember that. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. Alright, now what is important? Symmetric and skew symmetric matrix is important. Understand? So, if a matrix is symmetric, then A transpose is equals to A. Okay, in this remember Aij is equals to Aj. Okay, so if a matrix is there, na, understand this A11 is something A, B and C. But can you see what? So if this is D, this is also D, because these two are conjugate elements. If this is E, this is also E. If this is F, this is also F. Conjugate, conjugate, conjugate. Okay, so A12 is equals to A21, A32 is equals to A23, like that. This is for symmetric. Now for skew symmetric, A transpose is equals to minus A. Okay, for symmetric, A transpose is equals to A. Now for skew symmetric matrix, the diagonal elements will be 0 and the conjugate elements, if this is A, this is minus A. This is B, this is minus B. This is C, this is minus D. This is skew symmetric matrix. Very important. Very important. Application of integration mein there is no such formula, students. Okay, yes, I told you diagonal elements in skew symmetric. Okay. So application of integration mein you just have to integrate. The formulas are used from indefinite integration. Na? How will we revise the formula? Okay. Alright, then this is very important. Any matrix can be represented as sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. So this matrix if you form now, it will look like a symmetric matrix. This matrix if you form, skew symmetric matrix. Any matrix will be expressed as sum of symmetric, the whole thing is symmetric, the whole thing is skew symmetric. Okay, now understand one thing. In the question they will just ask, there is an MCQ, they'll ask, there is this matrix A, write the skew symmetric part. So you will just write half A minus A transpose. Write the symmetric part. You will be like half A plus A transpose of it. Or if there is a question, express this matrix as sum of symmetrics plus skew symmetric. So calculate this symmetric matrix. Calculate this symmetric matrix and represent as sum of two different matrices. That's it. Okay. Alright. Now invertible matrix. So you know A inverse is adjoint A upon determinant A. Okay. And over here same property. AB transpose is what? B transpose A transpose. So AB inverse is nothing but B inverse A inverse. Okay. Alright. Let me check. Okay. Now that we are done with matrices, now determinants. Okay. Determinants. Okay. But again, my live watching is not matching with number of likes. Not fair. Unfair. 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 I hope that it is not something which is very difficult to like a session. 2 cross 2 determinant you know how to open. 3 cross 3 determinant you know how to open. Now area of triangle, very important. If 3 vertices are given, then area of triangle will be modulus of half of x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1. Remember modulus is there. But what if 3 points are collinear? What if 3 points are collinear? Then forget about this half. Just the determinant is equals to 0. That's it. Okay. Alright. Now you know that A inverse is nothing but adjoint A upon determinant A. Now to get adjoint A, you need to know what is minor. You know what is minor, right? Then cofactor. So you need to find cofactor. Then you have to find cofactor matrix. So adjoint A over here is nothing but transpose of cofactor matrix, which is this. Properties of adjoint which are important. Collectively I have written over here. This is very important. Little bit I will shift. Which property is important? Also let me tell you. A multiply adjoint A is determinant A into identity matrix is equals to adjoint A. So this is important. Determinant of adjoint A is determinant A power n minus 1. If it is a 3 cross 3 matrix, remember that adjoint A determinant is determinant A square for n is equals to 3, because usually they give n is equals to 3. So determinant of adjoint A is determinant A square. Now adjoint of adjoint A is determinant A power n minus 2 into A. So these first three properties are highly important. Okay. Alright. Then so I told you A inverse is adjoint A upon determinant A. Properties of inverse. Transpose and inverse are interchangeable, my dear students. Then we are having AB inverse, B inverse, A inverse. I already told you. A inverse, this is also important. Determinant of A inverse is 1 upon determinant A. Okay, alright. And this is system of equation. So AX equals to B if at all is there. X is equals to A inverse B, where A inverse will be what? Adjoint A into upon determinant A. Okay. This is one question, 5 marker. System of equation solving matrix method will be there. Okay. So you must be understanding this. Now vector 3D and probability will be done. Okay. Reduce brightness. Okay. Everybody wide awake or sleepy? Chalo, let's talk about this. Okay. So distance of two vectors. Suppose P1 vector. See, suppose P1 we have kya? P1 is having x1, y1, z1 and P2 is having x2, y2, z2. Okay. P1, P2 magnitude will be square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. Okay, then position vector. Okay, so understand position vector, that means suppose only O is this, OP vector. OP, length of OP will be square root x1 square plus y1 square plus z1 square. So this is it. Remember, AB vector will always be B minus A. AB is B minus A. Okay. Then this is section formula for internal division. Okay. So suppose C. This is your A. This is your B. This is your C. Okay. This is A vector, R vector, B vector. M is to N is the ratio. So remember, MB plus NA is upon M plus N is equals to R. So if you put M and N both is equals to 1, then you get midpoint formula. Okay. Now triangle law. Triangle law. A vector plus B vector is equals to C vector. So this A plus B is equals to A plus B. Parallelogram law. Let me tell you. This is A vector. Yes, ma'am. This is B vector. Yes, ma'am. This will be B plus A and this will be B minus A. Correct? Diagonal 1. So if A vector and B vector are two adjacent sides, remember diagonal 1 will be B plus A and diagonal 2 will be B minus A. Area of parallelogram using adjacent sides will be magnitude of A cross B, and if diagonals are given, half D1 cross D2. And similarly, area of triangle will be what? Just half A cross B, that is half cross product of any two sides. You know how to take cross products, right? Okay. Now you should understand about something. You should understand about dot product. Dot product. A dot B is equals to AB cos theta. Okay. When two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then their dot product becomes 0. Remember it. Okay. How do you calculate angle between Angle between two lines or angle between two vectors. This is important. Angle between two lines and angle between two vectors. Okay, now these are the basic property. Now projection, yes. Projection of A vector on B vector is equals to A dot B upon magnitude of B. Remember, projection of A vector on B vector. So numerator will be dot product, right? But denominator will be on B. That is why magnitude of B. Cross product, A cross B is equals to AB sin theta n cap. Okay. Area of triangle you can see. Area of parallelogram you can see. Then let me tell you about cross product. Okay. This is how you calculate cross product. See, A cross B is a vector which is perpendicular to both A and B. So sometimes they give you such question in which the statement is there is a vector which is perpendicular to two given vectors. So tell me what vector will that be? A cross B, right? Okay. All right. So I'm super duper happy. My live watching is peaking in the morning. Okay. So 3D geometry now. 3D geometry mein now can you see shortest distance between parallel lines? Just have a look. So if two lines are given, obviously parallel lines are there, so direction will be same. So B vector is that direction vector. B vector is direction vector, direction ratio vector. Vector formed by direction ratio. Then A1 will be point on the line 1. Point on line 1. Point vector on line 1. A2 is point on line 2. Point on line 2. So can you calculate A2 minus A1 vector? Can you see A2 minus A1 vector? Why A2 minus A1 vector? Point on line 2 minus point on line 1. B vector is direction ratio. So this vector cross B vector upon magnitude of B vector is shortest distance between parallel lines. Now shortest distance between two skew lines. So suppose A1 again in two skew lines, in terms of two skew lines, A1 and A2 are still point on line 1, point on line 2, but in here B1 is direction ratio of line 1, direction ratio of L1, and B2 is direction ratio of L2. Okay, so this is what A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 upon B1 cross B2 magnitude. Okay, now direction cosines. Direction cosines is denoted by cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. It is also denoted by L comma M comma N. Right, so L square plus M square plus N square is 1. Also cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is 1. Okay, now if at all direction ratios are given, suppose 1, 2, 3 are direction ratio, what will be direction cosine? So ma'am 1 upon 2 upon 3 upon square root of 1 plus 4 plus 9, 1 plus 4 plus 9, 1 plus 4 plus 9. 1 marker or 2 marker question will be this only. Okay, very popular. Angle between two lines, I already told you, dot product. Okay, so A1, B1, C1 are direction ratio of line 1. A2, B2, C2 direction ratio of line 2. Cos theta will be what? A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 upon square root of this, square root of this. Now, if A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is 0, lines will be perpendicular. This is important. Lines will be parallel if you see that direction ratio are proportional or exactly same. Now, equation of line, when a point and direction ratio is given, x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1 upon a, b, c, or in vector form, r is equals to a plus lambda times b. Over here, if you are seeing this, if 2 points are given, rather than giving 1 point and direction, 2 points are given. So, can you see the numerator is still the same? X minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1. But the denominator, which is a, b, c, that is direction ratio, is nothing but x2 minus x1. That means if 2 points are given to you, that direction ratio you can figure out. X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1 is nothing but direction ratio. Okay. So this is it. So if this is direction ratio, then There will be a question if Acha, tell me one thing. If 2 points are given, can you figure out direction ratio? Yes, ma'am. If 2 points are given, can you figure out direction cosine? Yes, ma'am. So yes, that is also another question. Then the last, which is probability. Probability. What is important in probability? Let me tell you. Number one, first of all, basic probability. Number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes is your basic definition of probability. This is your conditional probability. Probability of E given that F has already occurred. Probability E intersection F upon probability of F. Okay. Now tell me, if E and F are independent events. E and F are independent events. Just tell me what will be the conditional probability. So probability E given that F has already occurred is, now if E and F are independent events, ma'am, probability of E intersection F will become probability of E into probability of F upon probability of F. So this is just probability of E. So understand, probability of E given that F has already occurred is just probability of E. So the denominator part doesn't make any sense. Okay. Oh, differential equation is also there. Okay, differential equation is also there after probability. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Then we are having, yes. See, this is the basic formula. Same formula in conditional probability is applicable. Probability of A union B given that F has already occurred is probability of A given that F has already occurred minus probability of B given that F has already occurred minus probability of A intersection F given that F has already occurred. Okay. Alright. Now this is also important. So probability of E bar given that F has already occurred is 1 minus probability of E given that F has already occurred. Just like the complement property. Independent events, so I already told you that probability intersection F is probability E, probability F. This also I already told you that when E and F are independent, then probability of E given that F has already occurred is just probability of E. Okay. Then multiplication theorem is this only, just multiply PF on the left hand side. So intersection is E slash F into F. Intersection is E slash F into F. That's it. This is multiplication theorem. Okay. Then total probability and base theorem, I told you that a question will be required to handle this. Now, last differential equation. Where is the, I have differential equation. Last. Okay. So, order and degree. Understand. Order of a differential equation is highest differential coefficient, that a y has been differentiated how many times? Maximum number of times is order. And the power of same expression will be degree. Please understand that degree will not be defined if any differential coefficient is stuck inside either sine function or cos function or log function or exponential function. So try to make it free. If you are not able to make it free, then the degree will be not defined. Okay. Then variable separable, you just need to separate the y thing on the left hand side and x thing on the right hand side. But ma'am, it doesn't happen. Suppose a differential equation is given. So first try will be, let me just separate the things out. Okay. But if it is not happening, then think about either linear differential equation or homogeneous. Linear differential equation, dy by dx plus py is equals to q. So first of all, create in this format. P and q should be function of x. Now integrating factor will be what? E power integral of p dx. This is your integrating factor. E power integral of p dx. Okay. And now you just put your integrating factor in this formula to get the final solution. Y into integrating factor is equals to integral of q into integrating factor plus c. Okay. And last but not the least, homogeneous equation. where dy by dx is given in function of y by x. Okay, dy by dx is given in terms of y by x. Okay, all right. So just put y is equals to vx, and if you differentiate it both the sides, dy by dx will be v plus x dv by dx. The moment you convert this whole question in terms of v and x, now your equation will be variable separable. Okay, so this is how you need to done. You need to be done. Genius. If highest order is inside the function, the order will be that. Order will definitely be there. Just the degree part will not be defined. Okay. Now okay. So AOD, there are no formulas in application of derivatives. There are no formulas in application of integration. It's just that you have to just follow the concepts. Okay. Minimum, maximum, increasing, decreasing. Okay. Let me just give you. F dash x is greater than 0. Okay, that implies function is increasing. Okay, f dash x less than 0, this implies function is decreasing. Okay, number 1. Then rate of change of problems, so you need to differentiate the function. Okay, then second, okay, if at all, so suppose f dash x equals to 0 is giving you x equals to c as critical points. Okay, so now x equals to c can be local minima or local maxima. So f double dash x, if at all, is greater than 0 at x equals to c. What does that mean? Local minima. F double dash x greater than 0 will give local minima. Less than 0 at x equals to c will give you local maxima. Okay, so local minimum value, how will you get? Local minimum, suppose f double dash x is coming positive and you have realized that, okay, c is my local minima point. How will you get local minimum value? You need to put x equals to c in original function to extract the local minimum value. Okay. Alright. Yes. One student is asking, tell me where is your AOI previous video. Okay. So let me just show you where is application of integration. Okay, so if you go on the channel now, where is this channel? Go on this channel. Okay, live. I know because title was messed up. Okay, so title was messed up. Can you see application? Okay, so this session na, matrices and determinant. So we started this session. Can you see? We started this session with differential equation and application of derivatives is right. Area. You're talking about area, right? So area is starting approximately. Yes. Can you see area is starting here? Approximately 1 hour 5 minutes. Okay, 1 hour 5 minutes this area is starting. Okay, so this is how it is there. All right. Okay, then now we are done. Okay, we are done with all the revision, bachcho. And the last time I just want to say you that all the very best. Okay, stay calm. Okay, because it is a mathematics paper. Stay calm. Then be confident. Let me write it for you because I don't know how many of you will be using my PDF. Be confident. See, mathematics paper is always about confident. Make sure that first 15 minutes you are doing something which is boosting your confidence. So first 15 minutes very important. If first 15 minutes are going well, there are high chances that your whole paper will be fine. Trust me, I feel the paper will be easy to moderate, not very difficult. So that is why no need to worry. All the concepts which we have already studied now, that similar concept will come. It's just that do not waste any time, do not panic, okay, and just time management, focus on time management. Remember, do not waste time on 2-marker question. Suppose if you're getting stuck in any question, which is high chances you might get stuck in a 2-marker or 3-marker question, leave it then and there, okay, go on high weightage and then come back, okay. All right, all the best, okay. So this is me, your ninja ma'am, sending you on war, okay. So just do good, and once you come back, let me know how was your paper on my telegram. Send the paper on this telegram, t.me/Namrata Jaisinghani. Find my telegram, please send on the telegram so that I can discuss this paper, okay. All right. Okay, do not pick any difficult integration question in first 15 to 20 minutes. Only the chapters which are highly easy and confident, okay. All right, clear. Chalo. Bye bye guys. See you super soon, okay.